So in preview activity 3.3, first thing we're asked to do is determine all the critical values of f. So we do that by calculating the derivative and setting it to 0. So f prime of x, well, the derivative of 2 is just 0. In fact, we may want to rewrite this thing first. We'll rewrite it as 2 plus 3 times 1 plus x plus 1, the quantity squared, all to the negative 1, so that I can just use a chain rule. Derivative of 2 is 0. Now the derivative of this, I'm going to do the derivative of the outside first. The negative 1 gets multiplied by the 3. Leave the inside alone. So everything in those parentheses is going to stay the same. Decrease the power by 1. Now times the derivative of the inside. Derivative of 1 is 0. Plus, now the derivative of this part here, pull the 2 down in front. 2 times x plus 1. Decrease the power by 1, so to the first, times the derivative of the inside, which is just times 1. So we can simplify this whole thing. So this is going to go up in the numerator as well as the negative 3. So negative 3 times the 2 gives me a negative 6 times x plus 1 in the numerator. That takes care of this whole piece and the negative 3. That negative 2 means that part's going to go in the denominator. 1 plus x plus 1 squared, that whole denominator squared. So we're going to set this to 0 and go ahead and find out where our critical values are. Well, the denominator will never be 0. We have a positive 1, and this will always be a positive number because of the square. So the only thing that can be 0 is x plus 1, and that gives us one critical value at x equals minus 1. From there, we can now make our sign chart, putting in minus 1. This denominator is always going to be positive because of this square and this square. The numerator is the thing that can change. So we have a negative. If we use a number smaller than negative 1, say negative 2, we have a negative. A negative times a negative is positive. In our derivative, that means f is increasing on that interval. Similarly, if we use something to the side, say 0, positive times a negative is negative. So that's negative, so f will be decreasing there. So we would expect f to have a global maximum at negative 1, and its value is going to be f of negative 1, which equals 2 plus 3 over 1 plus negative 1 plus 1 squared. That's just going to be 0. So we have 2 plus 3, or a maximum of 5.